The courtroom is dead silent. The judge pauses for a moment and then drops the bomb. Todd Tucker is sentenced to 5 years in prison. Every eye freezes. Media cameras flash. Lawyers shuffle papers nervously. And Todd, he just sits there, frozen, like this reality isn't even real. Everyone expects Kandi Burruss to finally feel relief, maybe smile, maybe savor her victory. But then, something happens no one saw coming. Tears well up in Kandi's eyes. She slowly stands, every gaze in the courtroom locked on her, and her voice trembles as she says, "I don't want him in jail. I forgive him." Shock sweeps through the courtroom. Todd himself is stunned, speechless. The kids are emotional, clearly showing they want to stay with their father. And the expressions on everyone else's faces, priceless. This isn't just a verdict. This is an emotional storm, a powerful statement, and a viral reality TV moment that will leave everyone watching stunned and moved. The courtroom was electric, a pressure cooker ready to explode. Every camera, every pen, every phone was trained on Kandi Burruss. The judge's words, 5 years, still hung in the air like a thunderclap. Todd Tucker, the man who once walked red carpets with perfect smiles and flawless composure, now looked like a man seeing the ground vanish beneath him. Every muscle in his face frozen, jaw tight, eyes darting, searching for some lifeline that wasn't coming. Kandi didn't move at first. Her hands rested lightly on the table, but her chest heaved slightly. The courtroom expected relief, expected a quiet victory nod. But what no one anticipated was the torrent of emotion brewing behind those calm eyes. Slowly, almost painfully, Kandi stood. Every flashbulb snapped, every camera zoomed, every soul in the room focused on her. Her voice, trembling but unwavering, cut through the silence. "I don't want him in jail. I forgive him." The courtroom froze. Lawyers dropped their pens. Reporters gasped. Todd's eyes widened, disbelief etched across his face. The children, young, innocent, and still processing years of trauma, looked between their mother and father, their small faces tight with emotion. Their voices trembled as they spoke together, almost instinctively. "We want to stay with Dad." Whispers rippled through the room. A collective tension hung in the air, heavy enough to choke on. The judge paused, blinked, and adjusted his glasses. For a moment, it seemed even he wasn't sure what to do next. Kandi, however, wasn't waiting for permission. She had made her choice. "I've lived through pain, trauma, and fear," she continued, voice steadier now, "but I refuse to let revenge define me. My children need their father. And I choose forgiveness." The reaction was immediate and explosive. Todd's mouth fell open. He hadn't expected mercy. Not after everything. Not after the USB, the footage, the courtroom chaos. He shifted in his seat, clearly processing that Kandi Burruss, the woman he tried to control, the woman he thought he could break, was now extending grace instead of wrath. Even the courtroom audience, accustomed to dramatic spectacles, felt the weight of this moment. Some faces wet with tears, others staring in stunned admiration. The media cameras captured it all, ready to make history with this scene. Social media would explode within minutes. Hashtag Kandi Forgives would trend globally. Hashtag Power of Mercy would become the headline of the day. Nene Leakes' alleged reaction filtered through inside sources. "This is the bravest thing I've ever seen. Kandi's strength is unmatched." Mama Joyce, reportedly watching through a live feed, was said to have whispered, "That's my girl. That's how you handle a storm." Fake insider quotes spread like wildfire, all painting Kandi as the ultimate example of courage and compassion. Kandi's eyes glimmered as she glanced at Todd. There was no anger, no satisfaction, just a quiet assertion of power that needed no dramatics. It was the ultimate paradox. By choosing forgiveness, she held the control even more firmly than she would have by seeking punishment. Todd, meanwhile, was visibly shaken. For the first time in public, his confidence wavered. He tried to speak, words faltering, hands twitching nervously, but nothing came out. The courtroom, once a battlefield, was now suspended in disbelief. The man who thought he had all the cards realized he had none. Then Kandi did something unexpected. From the folds of her purse, she produced the USB, the one containing all the evidence, all the proof of Todd's aggression and manipulations. But instead of using it as a weapon, she simply held it. Silent. Symbolic. A statement that she had everything she needed to destroy him, yet she chose mercy instead. The judge, sensing the gravity, nodded slowly. He had witnessed thousands of cases, but this was different. The legal victory was one thing, but the moral victory? That belonged solely to Kandi Burruss. The children moved closer to their mother, small hands gripping her arms. Their eyes glistened, showing relief, hope, and love all at once. The room could feel it. Family wasn't about control or money or power. It was about connection, forgiveness, and choices that changed everything. Social media didn't wait. Clips leaked instantly, Kandi's trembling voice, her emotional stand, the tears glinting under the courtroom lights. Memes, fan edits, and reaction videos started popping up within minutes. Hashtag Team Kandi and hashtag Forgiveness Trend were trending globally. Fake celebrity commentary added fuel. Oprah, Kandi Burruss just taught the world how to be brave. Cardi B, respect. This ain't easy, y'all. Kandi just handled it like a queen. Even the Bravo reality TV universe had their say. Imaginary insider quotes circulated. Kandi has literally redefined what it means to survive abuse and still hold your dignity. She could have crushed him. She could have humiliated him. But she chose humanity. Todd, still sitting frozen, glanced at the USB, then at Kandi, then back at the judge. For a moment, a flicker of something crossed his face. Regret? Fear? Understanding? No one could tell. But one thing was clear. He had underestimated the strength of a woman who had suffered in silence for too long. The judge finally spoke, voice soft but firm. The court acknowledges the decision of Ms. Burruss to forgive. This will be noted in the records. Silence fell again. Not awkward silence, emotional, reverent silence. Kandi sat back down, her face wet with tears, yet her eyes radiated power. Todd quietly absorbed it all. His empire of fear and manipulation had crumbled, not because the law forced it, but because the person he tried to control refused to wield the law as a weapon against him. She had risen above. She had chosen love over revenge. And the children? Their small faces reflected relief, joy, and gratitude. They had their mother's strength and their father's presence, finally, without fear, without chaos. As the courtroom slowly emptied, whispers of awe followed Kandi everywhere. Reporters scribbled furiously, cameras clicked endlessly, and social media accounts exploded with praise. Kandi Burruss was no longer just a reality TV personality. She was a symbol of courage, forgiveness, and emotional mastery. Even the last look Todd gave her, silent, broken, and perhaps grateful, hinted that this story wasn't just ending. Something had shifted. Something powerful. And though he would be remembered for his past actions, everyone now knew one undeniable truth. Kandi Burruss had turned pain into power, forgiveness into dominance. And the world had just witnessed it live. The courtroom doors closed. Cameras still rolling. Social media still buzzing. Headlines forming. Kandi forgives Todd Tucker, brave, emotional, unstoppable. And somewhere, in the silent hallways of that courthouse, the air still carried the echoes of that moment. The moment a woman decided that mercy was more powerful than revenge, and the world couldn't stop watching. The courthouse had barely cleared when the real storm began outside, inside, everywhere. Cameras caught every step Kandi Burruss took, every glance from Todd Tucker, every tear glinting in her eyes. Social media exploded instantly. Hashtag Kandi forgives, hashtag power of mercy, hashtag courtroom shock, all trending within minutes. Memes, reaction videos, and conspiracy theories spread like wildfire. Everyone had an opinion. Everyone had a theory. Inside, reporters scrambled for interviews. Fake insider accounts began posting details that no one could verify, but everyone wanted to believe. Sources say Todd was visibly shaken. Couldn't speak. Kandi's mercy stunned him completely. Social media is divided. Team Kandi is celebrating, but some argue forgiveness is too soft. Even the Bravo reality universe went into meltdown mode. Nene Leak's alleged tweet read, "Kandi just taught the world what real power looks like, standing tall, staying human, and forgiving." Mama Joyce, reportedly watching from a private suite, shouted into her phone, "Girl, you just redefined strength. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise." But the drama didn't stop there. Reports started swirling about Todd Tucker's reaction behind closed doors. Eyewitnesses claimed he had muttered under his breath, "She has no idea what she's holding back. This isn't over." Rumors spread that the USB Kandi had showcased proof of Todd's manipulation, aggression, and schemes was just a fraction of what he still had. The internet went absolutely wild. Fans debated endlessly, was Kandi too soft? Did Todd just get a free pass? Or is this just part of a bigger game? Every post was dissected, every screenshot analyzed. Within hours, reaction videos, parodies, and heated commentary flooded every platform. The story had officially become a global phenomenon. Meanwhile, inside the courthouse, the tension between Kandi and Todd remained electric. Though she had forgiven him publicly, Todd's eyes followed her every move. There was a mixture of gratitude, fear, and lingering defiance in his gaze. Observers claimed that even his lawyers were nervously whispering, unsure of what he might do next. And then came the whispers from the children. Those tiny voices, once terrified of their father, now seemed to breathe relief. Sources close to the family claimed the kids were clinging to Kandi, whispering, "We want Dad, but we want you too, Mommy." The emotion was palpable, the stakes suddenly more human than ever. The public couldn't stop reacting. Clips of the children holding Kandi's hand flooded TikTok and Instagram, hashtags trending globally. Hashtag kids first, hashtag family reunion, hashtag emotional courtroom, all skyrocketed. Even fake leaked insider footage began surfacing online. Some alleged that Todd had private conversations recorded where he admitted to mistakes, while others claimed he was planning a comeback story. Social media users speculated endlessly, is there a Todd 2.0 coming? Kandi's mercy could be his ultimate advantage. Every rumor, every whisper fueled the frenzy. The drama didn't just stop at social media. Fake sources claimed top Bravo stars were weighing in. Portia Williams, said to be a silent observer in court, allegedly tweeted, "I've seen a lot in my life, but Kandi Burruss just rewrote the definition of strength. Respect." Nene Leakes, Mama Joyce, and other personalities supposedly joined in, amplifying the narrative of Kandi as a hero of forgiveness, resilience, and unmatched courage. Then came the controversy. Critics argued that Kandi's forgiveness might set a dangerous precedent. Headlines read, "Did Kandi Burruss go too far? Forgiveness or oversight? Could Todd Tucker exploit this mercy?" These posts fueled debates across every platform, driving the story further into viral territory. Meanwhile, Kandi remained composed publicly but was strategic behind the scenes. According to insiders, she had backup plans, legal safeguards, and every protective measure ready, proof that her forgiveness wasn't naive. It was calculated power disguised as compassion. Todd may have thought he had regained freedom, but Kandi controlled the narrative entirely. The tension reached a new peak when Kandi was allegedly seen holding the USB again, but this time not as evidence of anger, but as a symbol of complete control. Fans interpreted every gesture, the subtle glance at Todd, the way she held the device with quiet confidence, the slow, deliberate movement of her hand. Memes exploded. Kandi's silent power move. The USB isn't just data, it's leverage. Public reactions escalated further. Some posts celebrated Kandi as a real-life queen. She forgave, but she didn't lose. That's ultimate power. Others criticized, claiming she let Todd off too easy. The controversy fed itself, ensuring the story remained trending. And the courtroom footage itself? Viral within hours. Every network, fake insider account, and fan page dissected Kandi's every word, Todd's every blink, the children's subtle reactions. Every frame became fodder for discussion. TikTok challenges, reaction videos, and comment threads exploded. Hashtag Kandi Forgives was unstoppable. Even the corporate side of Todd's empire reportedly began to crumble. Insider claims suggested that financial advisors, lawyers, and partners were confused by the court's mercy narrative, questioning future moves, and scrambling to assess the fallout. Every hypothetical scenario imagined online. Will Todd's business survive? Did forgiveness actually weaken him? Or is this a genius strategy by Kandi? And then the suspenseful cliffhanger. Sources alleged that as Kandi left the courthouse, Todd followed silently, his expression unreadable. Observers whispered that his eyes hinted at secrets still hidden, mysteries yet to be revealed. Some suggested that a final twist, another USB, another revelation could be waiting, hidden from public view, ready to drop at the perfect time. By the evening, headlines were everywhere. Kandi Burruss forgives Todd Tucker, courtroom drama ends in shock. The bravest reality TV move of the decade? Forgiveness or strategic masterstroke? Even entertainment channels couldn't keep up. Viral clips, emotional breakdowns, and commentary flooded feeds. The story had become more than just courtroom drama. It was a social phenomenon, a lesson in power, mercy, and unpredictability. And though Kandi had chosen forgiveness, the story wasn't over. Todd's eyes, caught on camera one last time, held the hint of mystery. What did he know that we didn't? Could there be another secret, another revelation, another twist ready to ignite the next viral explosion? One thing was clear, Kandi Burruss had redefined the rules of reality TV justice. She had shown the world that strength isn't just retaliation, it's control, compassion, and timing. But as fans dissected every move, theorized every angle, and argued endlessly online, one question hung heavier than all the rest. What happens next? Social media alerts kept buzzing. Reports of celebrity reactions, fan theories, and fake insider leaks ensured the story's fire was far from dying out. The world watched, the internet waited, and Kandi, calm, emotional, and powerful, had just become the ultimate queen of the courtroom saga. And somewhere, Todd Tucker silently knew, the next viral twist could change everything again. The courtroom had emptied, but the tension hadn't. Reporters lingered, cameras still rolling, phones buzzing nonstop. Social media was already ablaze with clips of Kandi Burruss standing strong, tears in her eyes, forgiving Todd Tucker after everything he had done. Hashtag Kandi Forgives and hashtag Courtroom Drama were trending worldwide, but the story was far from over. Just as Kandi stepped outside, holding the hands of her children, Todd Tucker paused. For the first time in days, he smiled, not a triumphant smile, not a nervous twitch, but a small, calculated smirk. Observers claimed it was the kind of look that made your skin crawl. He didn't speak, he didn't move toward the media. He just stared at Kandi, almost like he was sending a silent message only she could understand. Then came the bombshell. Todd's lawyer, who had been unusually quiet, whispered something to the press pool. Mr. Tucker has agreed to release a statement tomorrow, but it may change everything you think you know about this case. Immediately, speculation went wild. Every social media account exploded. Todd is plotting something. Another secret? Another twist. Kandi's mercy might backfire? Inside the courthouse, fake insider reports began circulating. Some claimed Todd had multiple USB drives, hidden, encrypted, untouchable, and one contained information that could implicate other high-profile figures in shady dealings. The public frenzy reached peak levels. Even reality TV stars joined the conversation online. Nene leaks, if there's more, we all better be ready. Kandi's bravery is unmatched. Mama Joyce, girl, don't let him pull any tricks. Portia Williams, this is next-level drama, y'all. Who needs scripted TV? Meanwhile, Kandi's team was seen reviewing the USB again. According to anonymous sources, Kandi was calm, almost eerily so, as if she expected Todd's move all along. Her expression suggested one thing: she was ready for whatever he had planned next. Fans speculated endlessly. Was Kandi secretly holding the power? Was she letting Todd think he had leverage while she quietly controlled the entire narrative? And then the children entered the scene. Video clips that went viral showed them hugging Kandi tightly while glancing toward Todd. The emotional impact was staggering. Fans flooded comment sections with messages like, "Kids deserve both parents, but Kandi deserves the crown," and "This family drama is heart-wrenching and iconic at the same time." Just as the story seemed to settle, an unexpected source added fuel to the fire. Allegedly, one of Todd's former associates, speaking anonymously, claimed, "Todd never expected Kandi's forgiveness." But don't be fooled, he's not done. There's more, and it's going to shock the world. The social media response was instantaneous. Memes, fan theories, and wild speculation flooded TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and even YouTube comments. Hashtag Todd plotting, hashtag USB secrets, hashtag courtroom twist, every hashtag exploded. Fake insider accounts began posting screenshots claiming to show Todd's secret files, while others argued it was all smoke and mirrors. Then came the real-life twist. A reporter allegedly noticed Todd slipping a small envelope into his coat as he left the courthouse. No one knew what it contained. Lawyers panicked, security glanced nervously, but Todd didn't care. He walked calmly, leaving a trail of questions and unanswered mysteries behind him. Back at Kandi's camp, insiders claimed she knew about the envelope. Some even alleged that she had a copy of its contents already. Observers pointed out the subtle confidence in her eyes, a look that said, "I'm prepared for your tricks, Todd. You're not catching me off guard." The public went into overdrive. Was Kandi playing chess while Todd was still stuck in checkers? Meanwhile, the children's reactions added another layer of emotion. Clips circulated online showing them whispering to Kandi, "Mommy, we want Daddy, but we're scared." Kandi reassured them, hugging them close, reinforcing her role not just as a mother, but as a strategic protector. Fans flooded the comments. Kandi is both brave and brilliant. Then the most shocking revelation hit. An anonymous source claimed Todd's final move wasn't just about revenge. It was a bombshell financial claim that could destabilize parts of the empire he had lost. Speculation erupted. Did Todd secretly hide assets? Could he expose something no one knows? Is there another court battle coming? Social media accounts, both real and fake, began hyping the narrative further. Todd Tucker is planning his ultimate comeback. Kandi Burruss might have just stepped into a trap, or is she 10 steps ahead? This saga isn't over. Not even close. Fans argued endlessly, creating reaction videos, polls, and countdowns. Even celebrity commentary added fuel. Alleged tweets went viral. Oprah, courtroom forgiveness at this level? Unheard of. This saga isn't over. Cardi B, y'all, Kandi is queen, but Todd is still dangerous. Can't wait to see the next twist. Kim Kardashian, legal drama meets reality TV. This is insane. Brace yourselves. Inside, Todd's expression remained unreadable. One moment he looked grateful, the next cold and calculating. Every camera angle captured a mix of emotions: grief, relief, defiance, and something more. The sense that a final secret, a final twist, was just waiting to drop. The final shot that went viral was chilling. Todd looking at Kandi one last time before stepping into the police car, a subtle smirk playing across his lips. Fans immediately analyzed it frame by frame. He knows something we don't. The story isn't over. USB 3? Kandi might have the upper hand, but what's his next move? And just as the camera pans away, the narrator reminds the audience. Forgiveness was given. Control was reclaimed. But secrets remain. Todd Tucker's next move could shock the world, and Kandi Burruss? She's ready. Or is she? The next chapter is coming, and trust us, this isn't over yet. Social media blew up like never before. Every fan, every celebrity, every gossip page speculated, theorized, and debated. Every viral clip, every reaction video ensured that the story remained trending for days. Viewers couldn't stop refreshing feeds. Every theory, every question, every what-if scenario fueled the hype. The courtroom drama, the forgiveness, the viral controversy, it had reached a fever pitch. But deep down, everyone knew this was just the beginning. Todd's hidden moves, Kandi's strategic mercy, the children's emotional stakes, it all hinted at a final explosive revelation waiting to break the internet. And as the last clip fades to black, viewers are left breathless, waiting, speculating. What happens next? Alright fam, now it's your turn to weigh in, because this courtroom saga isn't just something to watch, it's something to react to. Do you think Kandi Burruss made the right choice by forgiving Todd Tucker after everything he did? Could you ever forgive someone who caused so much pain, or is revenge the only way? And here's the million-dollar question. Todd's subtle smirk, that hidden envelope, the whispers of secret USBs. What do you think he's planning next? Is he plotting a comeback, or is Kandi 10 steps ahead? Drop your wildest theories in the comments. Which team are you on? Team Kandi, brave, strategic, unstoppable, or Team Todd, mysterious, dangerous, and maybe not done yet? Sound off below and let the world know. Smash that like button if this courtroom drama gave you chills. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell, because trust me, the next twist is going to be even bigger and you do not want to miss it. Share this video with your friends, tag everyone who loves drama, and let's see if we can make this story go viral worldwide. Remember, this isn't just a story, it's a masterclass in power, forgiveness, and secrets. And the next chapter? It's coming, and it's going to blow your mind.